Hi guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. Today I would like to show you how to make this round pillow with our beautiful ivory merino wool. And I have a video showing how to do it. It was made almost 3 years ago. It's our most popular video. People really like to make these pillows. You can find now a lot of videos on YouTube showing the same thing. After people watched my video, they are producing their own videos. It's very simple and it's a beautiful project. You can do it yourself, you can do it with your children, and it's extremely nice and soft. And we will be using, as I said, ivory merino wool today. This pillow is 12 inches in diameter and you will need only 1 pound of merino wool. This pillow also can be made with our chunky chenille yarn. It looks like this. Also with our jumbo chenille yarn. It's our thick, beautiful chenille yarn, and our tube yarn. It's also a very nice and beautiful pillow. We also have vegan yarn, which look exactly like merino wool. So this, as I said, this project will take you about 15-20 minutes. 1 pound of ivory merino wool is available at BeCozi.net, as well as other 5 chunky yarns. So head to BeCozi.net, and also please like our video, because then I will see how many people actually use it or have seen it. And subscribe to our channel BeCozi, because we have new videos every week or every other week. Stay warm and be cozy. So guys, let's get started. This is the tail, this is the working yarn, and before we will make our first stitch, make sure to leave a tail about 12-13 inches. We will use this for connecting the bottom of the pillow, okay? So move it to the side and then make your first stitch. Make a loop, insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it through. This is your first stitch, guys, and we will keep it about 3 inches wide. So see, you have this big tail here. This is your working yarn, and now we will be making a chain of 10 stitches. So insert your hand inside this first stitch, grab working yarn and pull it through. This is your second stitch, should be the same size. Now we will be using right hand to make a chain. It's the easiest way to make a chain or cast on for hand knitting. Using your right hand, insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it through. And this is very easy way and fast, and it reminds casting on for crocheting, but this is a perfect way to cast on your chain for hand knitting. Okay, we need 10 stitches, guys. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So now when we have 10 stitches, what we're doing, we are connecting this chain into a circle like that. See? So when you connected it like that, the tail stays. You not touching, you're not doing anything with this last stitch. What we will be doing, we will be knitting these stitches around using the top part of every stitch. So this is your first stitch and you're using the top part, and you are not using the tail, you are using working yarn. Okay, so tail goes on the right, working yarn goes on the left, and we start knitting to the left and all the way around. So this is the first stitch. Insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. Second one, the same way. Turn the circle and keep knitting all these stitches around in a circle. So when you reach the last stitch. See what we have here? We have a very nice circle, and here our stitch number 9, and here we have stitch number 10. Make sure do not skip it and knit it like that. So now we have 10 stitches in a circle. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Next, hide this tail inside the pillow like this, that it would not be on the way, and keep knitting the same way, guys, all the way around. The same stitches. Try to keep all the stitches the same size. Here we are, guys. We reached our beginning of the row, and you will see beginning of the row because you have this tail, and this is your mark that you would see where you're starting your row. So when you're done with the second row, keep the tail inside, fold the pillow like this, and keep knitting in this two parts. Why we're doing it this way? Because if you keep knitting around the, so see, we knitted it, now fold it farther and keep knitting this way. This way the stitches will be closer to each other, comparing if you are knitting on a circle, and this way you do not need to insert the pillow inside. You can just use any filling you have, like from the old pillow. Okay, so we will be knitting this way, guys, for 6 rows. Okay, so remember we started with 10 stitches, we cast on 10 stitches, and now we are knitting the same way for 6 rows. When I'm done with 6 rows, I will show you what to do next. Okay, guys, so how to count how many rows you have? You're counting starting from the bottom, 1 2 3 4 5, and we reached our beginning of the row, so we just need one more row, and then we will finish our little pillow. Okay, guys, so we have 6 rows, 1 2 3 4 5 6. We reached our beginning of the row. See, you can easily tell where the beginning is. What we're doing now, we are breaking the wool, and we're leaving about the same amount as we left on the bottom, about 13-15 inches. So just break it. Now we will connect the bottom first. Okay, so the tail that we left will be used for this purpose. It's a little bit tricky here. You see where the beginning is. So in order to connect that beautiful, you will need to use this side of the stitch and the bottom part, and then the tail goes from inside out like that. Now we will be doing the same thing to all stitches around here, guys. Okay, so you're taking the tail, you're inserting it from inside out, and you're using these stitches inside out, and do it to all stitches until you reach the stitch, the first stitch that you started connecting into a circle. Okay, so now all stitches are connected. Pull the yarn gently. Now, in order to make it beautiful looking here, we will be inserting this tail inside those couple stitches that we inserted it before. So this and then next one, and this way you are connecting the bottom into a beautiful flower like circle. You can even do it into 3 previous ones. So here you are, guys. See, this is our bottom. So now this tail goes inside in the middle, and this is the bottom of your pillow. Turn the pillow, now you're inside. I usually separate this yarn and then attach it to any stitches inside, then just make a knot, and you can keep it here. It will be working as a filling inside. Now I will be using this luxury down alternative fiber fill. I bought it on Amazon, and you depending how soft you want your pillow to be, you're placing some of this filling inside. You can use a insert pillow, but if you need pretty tight, then you can just use this filling and it will not be coming out. So what we're doing now, guys, we are connecting the top. We're using this tail on the top of the project, and this is our last stitch that we needed. And now we're taking the tail and inserting it from inside out again on the next stitch to the last one. Then do the same to this guy, and then the same to all stitches around the pillow. This way you will connect it into a nice flower-like top of this pillow. So this is the last stitch, guys. Connect it gently. Now we're doing the same as we did on the bottom. We're going inside 2 or even 3 those stitches that we already used to connect. Why we're doing it? Because then we will have this beautiful flower on the top of your pillow. Isn't that nice? So now we have this tail, and the tail the same way, separate in 2 and attach to stitch inside and make a knot. Then you can just make it shorter. It's pretty strong, and tuck it inside the pillow. Here you are. The beautiful pillow is done. If you want to have a little piece of yarn sticking out, you can have it done like this. So it's up to you. Then it will look like a real flower. So this is the top of the pillow. This is the bottom. It's very nice and soft and extremely beautiful, and this is our Merino wool in ivory, and you can find it at BeCozi.net. Stay warm and be cozy.